Alright, that didn't take too long. This little stringer of grasshoppers. And a few cactus roots that I'm going to roast over a fire here in just a minute. It only took me about half an hour to gather that stuff up. So, that's not bad. And I can throw in a few of these yellow flowers. And I'll have a complete meal. So yeah, what I need to do next is build a fire. I think instead of using wood or whatever, since I'm only roasting a couple little grasshoppers and some cactus, I'm gonna use this deer moss right here. It makes a really good fuel. It's nice and dry. And I don't have to worry about gathering up wood. Alright, so let's get a pile of this together. I'm going to use that to cook over. But I'm going to make a little spit first. I'm going to get a couple branches and shove them down into the ground right there. And I've got my grasshoppers tied up to a piece of wire. Well, strung on a piece of wire. And I'll just tie that wire in between the two stakes and let them hang there and roast right above the heat. Alright, all I do is I just wrap the wire around my spit. Make sure it won't come loose too easily. And then, so you just got your food hanging over the fire right there. All I gotta do is light it. And my cactus roots, I don't want to put them right directly in the fire because they'll get charred and they'll get too cooked, too hot. My stick will burn in half. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lean it up next to one of the spit sticks and position it close enough to the fire where they cook without putting it directly in the flame. There should be no problem with that. Alright, I don't have a lighter, but what I do have is a pocket knife and a magnesium flint stick that I always keep on my keychain. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little piece of this cotton and I'm going to strike the flint on this cotton and I'm going to light the moss on fire with that. This really isn't a difficult thing because the cotton burns at such a low temperature. The flint should catch it right on fire, just like that. Woohoo! All right. Yep, that's all there is to it. Slide it just like that. Position the flame under my food. Set these near so they cook. I'm just burning this old deer moss. good way to get it started. There's plenty of pine right here. I can use a little bit of these pine twigs. But mainly all I'm going to burn is the deer moss. Just a pretty simple little thing right there. Try to get these going in there. Position them close enough to the heat where they cook. And some grasshoppers can have parasites, so it's really important to cook them completely well, I always let them cook for about 10 minutes. Make sure that they're absolutely done. You don't want to burn them black, crunchy, or nothing like that. You just want to cook them and keep them good and hot for about 10 minutes. That way, if there is any kind of parasites or bacteria or anything on them like that, and when the fire does go out, and stuff's almost done, you can lay them right on the grill. You can hear them still sizzling up real nice right there. And those are going to be really good. All you got to do is take the seeds out of them. Alright, this turned out to be a good meal. Okay, while my grasshoppers and my cactus roots cool off a little bit, they're extremely hot right now. Alright, my cotton and my flint stick worked out wonderful. So, I'm going to eat this handful of flowers first. All of them are good. No, they don't taste bad. Neither do these. Nice little grasshoppers right there. See? Nice grasshopper, just boy, them are good. Done just right. After not eating for a day or two, this tastes really good. See the seeds? Yeah. You can't eat those. They're like stones. They're like peach pits. They're just stony, hard seeds. You can't. Make sure I get all of them out of there. And when you're done cooking them, you see it kind of looks like a green bell pepper. They don't really taste like green peppers, but